Hello and welcome to Brian's Got Game. I'm Brian. Today I got a game called Candy Chaser. Candy Chaser is a 2 to 4 player bluffing game by Masao Suganuma and published by IELLO. In this game, each player is an exclusive dealer on one type of candy. The goal is to raise the price of your candy without being too obvious. You see, at the end of the game, your competitors will get the chance to tattle on you. So, let's check it out, and I'll show you how to raise the price of candy, how to be sneaky about it, and how to eliminate the competition by strategic tattling in Candy Chaser. To set up, take the candy cubes and place them on their corresponding color. So you have the red, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Shuffle the secret objective cards. Deal one out to each player. If there's any left, well, the last one will be taken out. Deal each player, well, their character cards with their tattletales on them. So here, 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 and here. And take the dice and place it next to the board. You are now ready to begin. Then randomly choose a start player. They take the dice, roll it, and move any candy cube. Okay, so let's move yellow. You may move any cube, and you must move the exact number. So +1, +2, and +3. There's 2 +2s. There's a -1 and a -2 on the cube. If you make it to the G, that's fine, and you can make it to the -2. However, you must move the exact number. However, if I was at -1 and I rolled a -2, you move it as far as possible. So if it were here, you got a +3, it's okay if you can only move it 2. So now it's the next player's turn. So take the dice, roll it. You can look at your secret objective, and I'll move that. Now it's this player's turn. They roll, then they move 1, 3. Now, if your secret objective is green, you want green to be the highest, or the second highest if you know who to tattle on. So, it's the next player's turn. +2. They're blue, so they're gonna move blue +2. Now, play continues until one of the cubes get to G. If there is another candy cube in this darker area, then you go on to phase 2. Otherwise, you wait until another candy cube gets into the darker area, and then you move to phase 2. In phase 2 is the tattletale phase. Starting from the player who got their A cube to the G space. So let's say the game looks something like this. Okay. So green got to the G, you have yellow, and then purple, and then red and blue. If there is a tie, then the one closest to the top wins. So if there was a tie here, blue would win, purple would win. So, like that. To tattle, starting from the player from the left, let's say he did it. So they look at theirs, and then they take up their tattle cards. They think they're yellow. Well, they're blue. So they want to try to get purple, yellow, or green. So they guess. So they're yellow. So they guess that. So they take it. They slide it to them, and then they look at it. They will say yes or no. The no, then that player is out. If it's a yes, then this player's out. You can also choose not to tattle. So he guessed correctly, so this player is out. They don't announce. So then it's the next player's turn to tattle. They choose not to tattle. So then it's the next player's turn to tattle. He's out. Then he doesn't tattle. So now it's the next player. So he thinks he's going to try to get. He thinks he's in a good position, so he's not going to tattle. So then everybody reveals. since he got guessed, he's out. And now it's these. Well, obviously, green is first, blue is there, and purple is there. And that's how you play Candy Chaser. Okay, got my dad here for a parent's opinion. So, Dad, what do you think of Candy Chaser?
Candy Chaser was a really fun game, especially with little ones. But I think this works for a wide range of kids and families alike. So it's a bluffing game, which I think kids maybe are naturally good at lying. So we had a lot of fun with this one. It looks great. It's real quick. It's part of the IELLO mini games line, which I'm in love with. But I really liked Candy Chaser.
Components. You have the really super awesome plastic or whatever it is. It's the
candy markers.
The candy markers. They're like they're tinted with the color. They have the cool little bubbles inside, and then they're
they're kind of translucent and see-through. They're almost like dice. But those are your markers for the candy. Those are really well done. Kind of cool.
And then the dice, it's smaller than usual, and it has the +1, +2, +3, -1, and -2.
Yep. I think that was a really good choice. I don't know if it bounces a little bit different or what, but we'll have to weigh it and make sure that it. We seem to get a lot of negative numbers, so we'll just have to double check on that die.
The artwork, awesome. You have the light, like the kids pretending to be little gangsters with smuggling their candy.
Yeah, so this is they're smugglers. They're trying to get an edge on the market with their candy, and kind of the artwork of the guy in the trench coat.
And then the guy holding the gun.
Candy. Yeah, there's a mobster in there too. So it's really lighthearted theme. Really good artwork on this one as well.
Bit of strategy in it, like when you roll, which one are you going to move, and then by watching the game, who are you going to tattle on?
Yeah, so you can, when you roll the die, you can move any piece of candy. It doesn't have to be yours. And that's kind of where the strategy is. You're bluffing, trying to get people to think. But then the other part, like you said, figure out who to tattle on. So your candy doesn't have to get all the way to the end first, just as long as you are in the lead once everybody who's been tattled on gets out. And you don't have to tattle. And it kind of goes around in a circle. So sometimes you might tattle, sometimes you might not tattle, just depending on how it works.
It's pretty easy for kids, but there's the strategy, but most of it can be helped or just...
Yeah, there's no reading involved.
No reading.
There's just, you have your set of cards, but really you only use that at the very end of the game. There's just the board, the cubes, and the die. It's really all there is to it. I guess your secret candy objective card, too. But super easy. My 5-year-old was really into this one. He kept wanting to play. Although he was pretty obvious as to what color he was. So you got to watch out for that. But it was fun to play.
He was red.
He was red. Almost every time he played, he was red.
He also had the red character.
Also true. But I think this is a good one for any age. So families who like the game together, definitely check this one out.
Overall, we really love this game. This one will be on our shelf for a long time. Its components are nice, durable. They're probably going to last for a long time.
Yeah, and like I said, as part of the mini games line, I really like that. These are mini/micro games. You can pack them anywhere, take them with you. But like Brian said, this one's going to be on our shelf for a long time. I think this one, we really enjoyed it.
The artwork's wonderful, strategy, and it's pretty easy for kids. We really like this game. Thank you for watching Brian's Got Game. Like us on our Facebook. Send us a tweet at Brian's Got Game. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Brian. This is my dad. See you next time.